What's up, guys? We're here going to be building the DRZ motor. I'm here with my good friend Joe.
How's it going?
Out here in Corona, building the motor. We got all the parts laying down. I have everything cleaned and bagged up so it stays nice and clean. So we'll have some fun dealing with this. It's going to be the 470 kit. We're going to do the bottom end today, and then we will do the top end another day. Unfortunately, I got to do ring gap, and always check your ring gap when you're doing the top end. I don't care if you buy the piston with the cylinder. Alright, so what we're doing right now is on the box of the crank, it says that we need to grind a little bit right here between the counter shaft and the rod to make sure that the clearance is correct. So definitely always read constructions. I don't do that much. Glad we did today. So right now we're getting everything cleared and set up. And we're going to be grinding just a little bit right here, because we don't want to grind on this.
Actually, we're not going to grind at all because we have plenty of clearance, I believe. That should be well over 40,000. What we're going to measure.
We're going to double check.
All right, let's see what we have. Double them up. Grab it. Old socks make great rags.
Always do. You time it up, you want to make sure that both these dots are nice and centered.
And right now we've double stacked a 22 and a 23, so we have 45 thousandths, which I believe we have well over that. If you look in there, we'll actually see exactly what we have. And we're going to add another stack. All right, we'll add another 24. So plus 25 there, or 45, I should be, what, 69? Good old 69. Look at that, on the money, 69 thousandths.
Nice.
So, plenty of clearance. There's no worry about anything making contact.
So perfect, no grinding, perfect, I love that.
Beautiful.
Just always verify, like I didn't verify the rings until the last minute. Now I have to do a double day on this instead of just a single day, prolonging my fun. Time to put the gasket sealant on, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a cover over the transmission so that we don't get any thin it out. You don't want to really go inside, you just want to keep it on the outside.
We're going to end up doing both sides. So you don't need to have it on thick at all. We'll be right back. I'm going to grab that one.
I also put a bag underneath my rod, around my rod, so that it wouldn't get any gasket sealing on it as well. I would suggest that. Most modern motorcycles, they all come with a wet clutch. You always need to soak your clutch plates with good oil before you put them in so they can absorb the oil and swell up to what they need to be. Not enough time in oil, you can burn up your clutch prematurely. So I have this old bucket of Rotella here that's left over from servicing my truck. Got about a gallon left in it. And it's perfect for soaking clutch plates. So that's what she's been used for ever since. Throw the lid back on, get dirt out. Let her sit. Grabbing this other case. especially right around this oil pump area. You don't want none of that stuff getting into this oil screen and sucking up into the motor. So be extra careful around this oil screen.
Beautiful.
Don't forget, always put your lids on your stuff when you're done.
So the stuff we're using is Yamabond 4. I've always liked the Yamabond as a case sealant. Kawasaki recommends something else. There's Honda Bond, which is kind of the same stuff. I don't know, I've always used Yamabond on everything from way back in the day. Never had a leak or an issue. And just always liked it as a good so some people will also argue setting all your parts in this side versus this side first and going that way. I found over the years of doing it, it really doesn't matter. The Hondas, sometimes you have to flip them back and forth as you're building up to make sure everything works right on the Honda 450s. But this way generally works for me, the way I set my transmissions and everything in my cases. Just set the other side on and continue building.
5-year side cover bolts. 2, 3 longer than the other. Alright, here we are, round 2 of the motor build, and we're doing the rim gap today and getting the rest of this side all bolted up, clutch and everything. So I just put my piston ring in, and we are now going to push it down to about right about here with the piston skirt, going all the way around. Camera went down, but we are very close now. Got the cylinder head on, all torqued down, oil inside the baskets for the cams.
Buckets.
Buckets, my bad.
Okie dokie. That looks like it's pretty much it.
Alright. Everything's all nice and timed, ready to go. We are now putting on a Kickstarter for the DRZ. A little last minute add-on from Prime Deal. So we'll see how it goes. I might buy an extra different Kickstarter down the road. This one feels decent, but definitely would get a different one. But the kit came with everything, the gasket, all the little stuff you need, and the major shaft. So for 60 bucks, they're usually 120 and 180. I am definitely happy, and we'll definitely see how it works out. So stay tuned. Alright, so we got the Kickstarter on. It's gonna work. Let's see, where's the Kickstarter? Here it is. Boom. Kick that bitch over. I'm super stoked. So, come back in a few. Alright, so we put a screwdriver right in here to torque this to 101.5, and now we're going to be doing this one as well. We put a little bit of Loctite, removable Loctite on both of these, because that is a Loctite mod, or not a mod, but suggestion to do. So definitely do that. Now we're going to look for the next torque spec, and it's always going to be in the front of the chapter. And we're looking for the counter shaft,
Counterbalancer.
balancer drive gear nut at 36 foot-pounds. The other one was at 101.5, and that was for the primary drive gear nut, 05 to and later. This is a 2017 motor, so
It's 36, you said?
yes, 36. Yes, 36. You want me to hold it?
We're gonna use the screwdriver again.
But does it go the other way?
No, not on this one.
You good?
You sure?
Thought I was.
Almost there. Okay. Sneak up on.
Exactly. See, I got my blue. Boom.